Just waiting on you guys. Just need you guys to talk to. Hey, y'all, this is just too hard. I get told to stay busy, and then I run into things that belong to hubby, and it's hard. When you love somebody so much, it's hard. I was fixing to get ready to take a. Hey, Foxy. I was supposed to get ready to take a shower, and I opened the shower, and there's hubby's um shower chair and stuff in there. Yeah, hey Johnny. I couldn't call my mom. She keeps telling me, call her anytime. But I just couldn't. I appreciate it, Johnny. It's hard. Everybody keeps telling me, take it one day at a time. Go slow. This is hard. Yeah, but I just wish I could have had a little bit longer time with him. I feel like I didn't have enough time. That's the way I feel. And I can't call my sister. She has to work. Even though she says, call me. But, you don't want to have to be a burden on somebody. Now I'm being a burden on y'all. I've tried. I've tried. But it's just hard. I mean, it was hard when I lost my dad. But this right here, hey, Rhonda, that's where I feel like I'm a burden. It's just, I slept in the bed last night, and when I woke up, hubby's pillow was beside me. I don't know how that happened. And Cujo was in the bed with me. And I'm like, how did that happen? I appreciate it. I know, Rhonda. Y'all, it's just hard. Appreciate it. It's just, Hazel called me today to talk to me on the phone for a while. And it was a shock, last night when I was on. She didn't know. And she called and talked to me today. It's just hard. Johnny, there's one that pops out when I done makeup on husband and hubby. Yeah, we had a service. We had it Saturday. We had visitation um, Friday, and he got an army um, funeral. But what was hubby's name? Brandon McMillan. Um, I made a video and posted it on Facebook, and just trying to, you know, make myself feel a little bit better, I guess. Yeah, I done the makeup on him, and he got up in the camera and said, "Does this make my eyes pop?" And was puckering his lips up at the camera. If I ain't mistaken, I think it's on one of my videos somewhere. Um, Somebody said he looked. No, he said he was trying to be Boy George or something. y'all. I got tissue here and I'm getting it all over me. But he was a sweetheart. I mean, they still taking it hard. Um, but they keep saying, Mom, you gotta look at it like this. Pops is not in any more pain. I'm like, I know, but I just wished he was still here. But went outside in the backyard today and went inside the high tunnel and looking. I'm just not ready to do anything in it yet. I'm like, it's going to take me time, I guess. Hazel told me I need to get out of the house. She said because there's too many things that's going to trigger. And there are things in the house, but I can't get rid of them. Not yet. Like Hubby's wheelchair is in the front room. And his walker's in the bedroom. It was just hard walking in the bathroom and seeing his toothbrush, his deodorant, his colognes. All his stuff in the bathroom. I guess I'm gonna have to take a shower in the hall bathroom until I'm able to go in there again. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Uh, there is one thing my husband was wanting, and yeah, it's the memories. Um, my husband was wanting, uh, he was wanting a flagpole in the front yard with a light on it, and I was thinking about putting that flagpole, have somebody come and put it in uh, out in the front yard, because my husband loved the flag. Hey, Mr. J. But I found out today that I got some papers coming, and let's just say that hubby had things already done, and my home is supposed to be paid off. I think he knew. He just had things planned. But A lot of people said, people know when it's close to their time and they try to get things done so your loved ones don't have to do it. I know. I loved him too, Johnny. Yeah. But if I had to do it all over again, I would. Because I didn't care, that me and my son, we had to pick him up, put him in the bed. And hubby didn't like that. But he had got to a point to where we had to help him. And was at my mom's. My daughter-in-law helped me in the bathroom with him, and he's like, I'll tell you what he said and make y'all guys laugh. He says, if you ain't seen what I got, or if you ain't seen it before, throw a rock at it. I busted out laughing, and I'm like, honey, you're covered up. Can't nobody see you. And she's like, well, I used to work in a nursing home. Hey. But I'm like, he was very self-conscious. He's like, he didn't have to rely on people. But he kept telling my mom, I don't know what I'd do without Sherry or Mikey. Johnny, you gotta laugh. But yeah, he did. He did. Thanks, Mr. J. I appreciate it. But and Johnny, I told him about the polls out there, the joke we had on here about the polls. He laughed about it. He did. He laughed. And but it's just, I know. I got a lot of good memories here. It's just he's not here. That's the problem. Yeah, Lavender. I know, but still, I thought I'd go before him. But I guess God wanted him first. But it's just hard. I've tried. I laid there in the bed and, tried to think of some of the jokes he'd be saying, laying in bed. And I'd still cry. But no, still not sleeping good. The NyQuil's not working. Sorry. I'm trying, Johnny. I'm trying. Thanks, Shady Love. I know, me too, Rhonda. I'm like, hubby was 47, I was too young. He still had a life, you know. But I guess when it's your time, it's your time. But today has been a rough day for me. And I took and I've cried. I've gotten mad. Um, it's just, and then back crying again. It's like, why me? Why did God take him? And I kept asking why. Yeah, I wish that's how I felt. I felt like I was in a dream and a bad dream and I can't wake up. Yeah. I still talk. My son was kind of looking at me like, Mom, you okay? I said, Yeah. I says, He's up there. He's listening to me. But it's hard. I know. Uh, uh, a friend called in the neighborhood and she talked to me. And she said that she lost her husband a couple years ago. And she said it's just going to take time. And I just hope I get a little bit better each day. I try to keep occupied, but that ain't working. I'm like, I got mad at the wash machine. My son told me, he said, Mom, I don't think you need to be washing clothes. And it was my fault. I was trying to wash a comforter, and the stupid thing kept getting unlevel. And you all know how washers are. They get to making some weird racket. Every few minutes, I was having to go back in there and fix that stupid thing. I was about ready to throw the washing machine in the yard. And my son told me, he said, Mom, it's not the washing machine, it's the comforter. I know, girl. I know. But I guess it's harder just being here with just me and my son. And we're used to, being here and helping hubby. And he's not here. And that's the hard part. My son cooked supper tonight. He made hamburgers and french fries. I ate the hamburger. I did eat. Okay, so y'all don't get mad at me. I did eat. Finally. And it stayed on my stomach. I kind of ate a little bit at a time. And my son, he sat there with me and he's like, Mom, if you don't eat, you're going to make yourself sick. So I tried. And he's like, Mom, I ain't leaving the table till you eat. So I ate. But it's I got me some coffee, you guys. I haven't um I hadn't drank much coffee. Yeah, I mean that's one good thing. Hey, B and C Garden, I appreciate it. Yeah, he is. He's a good son. But I seen hubby's golf clubs, and I got to thinking. I'm like, I see his golf clubs, I see his golf shoes, because hubby used to play golf. He used to go and play with his brother, his oldest brother. Y'all, that got me. And hubby likes football. He's got stuff in there recorded on that TV, and it's a lot of football. And if you guys don't know, my husband likes the Saints. He liked the Saints. But I'm like, he's got so many games recorded. No, I didn't delete them. I didn't delete them off the TV. I just left them. I appreciate it. It's just, it's hard. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to. And I figured, why not get on here and talk to you guys? You're a Raven fan. Appreciate it, Joe. Yeah, he was a big, big Saints fan. Had to watch it every time it comes on. Which I watched some with him. I had to. He's like, you gotta stay in here. But he wasn't the type to really get mad, you know. See? But you dog's trying to talk, Rhonda. But I took and went in there and gave Cujo a bath, and I'm trying to make him feel better, and because he has allergies bad. I appreciate it. I know what you mean. We've lost so many family members. It's been crazy the last few years. Lost uh, my brother-in-law, lost my mother-in-law, um, another brother-in-law, and I've lost cousins. I lost my dad. Now my husband. I know. Even the doggies saying Sherry. If you talk to her going outside. Well, but I am. I'm thinking about doing the flagpole in the front yard for hubby. I think that'd be nice. And you guys know me. I'll be putting flowers around it, or putting rocks around it, or something. But Your kitty. Yeah, I mean, I thought that would be great for him. He wanted a flagpole. I have one, only one. Lucky he passed away. Hubby's dog. And Max, he's at another home where that way he can. He's a goat dog now, y'all. He likes where he's at. He's got more room, and he's doing really good. Just don't build another greenhouse, right? I won't. I promise. Gold and white, because it's the Saints. Y'all, I don't think I can find any gold flowers. Uh, Cujo is so old, y'all. He got but 2 teeth left. Cujo's so old, y'all. He he's losing his hair. He has allergies. I did not know the dog food that I got him. He can't have rice. He can't have wheat. Um, his allergies are bad, bad. But he goes outside and he'll go out to potty. He comes back in and it's like he's allergic to the grass. Um, I'm like, so I gave him a bath, thinking maybe he'd stop itching, which he did. And I'm like, he don't have fleas, he don't have ticks, you guys. He just likes being inside. He don't really like outside. Only time he likes outside is when it's fall. If it's hot, he don't want it. Yeah, somebody had told me about that because he likes to lick, and I'm like he's licking his paws, and he just it's like he licks the hair off of them, but I gotta do something. They usually give him a shot at the vet, but they don't want to give him anything right now. Yeah, I gotten where I have to. The only kind he can eat right now is the Little Caesar, and I'm like, I think it has the rice and wheat and stuff in it, but he can eat that and it doesn't bother him. But the other foods, if I try, it's like he goes crazy. Yeah, Cujo, they was giving him a shot. Um, I think it was I think he was taking his once every 6 months. Oh, okay. But I'm like, his looks bad. I mean, he just keeps wanting to lick and lick and lick. One place on his paw, he took and he made it red, and I thought it was bleeding. And here I go, doctoring him up, and I'm like, you got to stop. I was about ready to put a collar on him, one of them things to cover his head. Yeah, we were giving him. We tried the hamburger meat because the doctor said, give him hamburgers, see how that works. Well, with the hamburger prices going up, I'm like, I can't give that to him. Yeah, yeah, it may be how it's processed. Hugs to you too, Johnny. But the vet said, it seems like the shots are not working on him anymore. And they told me, just try giving him more baths more often. But it seems like the more baths he has, the less hair he getting. I'm like, he gonna wind up looking like one of these hairless dogs. He keeps licking, but you know how cats do. That's what he does. He wants to lick like a cat, but he's not in any pain or anything. It's just he gets really nervous if there's a lot of people around, and he starts licking. Yep, I know that feeling. I appreciate it, Joe. Yeah, you know how it is. I felt like I just needed somebody to talk to, and I knew you guys. You guys can kind of help keep my mind off things. Cujo, I can tell him, let's go to bed. Now he wants to go to bed with me. He'll sit there like, come on, Mama. I'm like, well, you get in a bath first. Well, Cujo, he's sleeping with me now, so I think I caught. But and I know you guys probably gonna think I'm crazy. But last night I was laying there in the bed, and I was praying, and my fan started going like it speed down and speed back up. It speed down and go back up. You guys, I checked my fan. My fan was plugged up. There is nothing wrong with my fan. And I switched fans because hubby had one on his side of the bed. So I switched fans and I put it over there on my side. It done the same thing. I'm like, is my husband playing jokes on me? Letting me know that he's there? I'm like, y'all, I'm gonna be putting a camera up in there. I'm gonna be like, something going on. But my son checked it out and he says, Mom, ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm like, I'm going crazy, y'all. Yeah, play with the fan and scare me to death. Because I was like, is my fan fixing to go out? So I switched, with hubby. I just liked the fan for the noise, and but hubby liked having the fan on. And I'm like, his fan was going over there, okay, working fine. I thought, well, maybe it's my plug in. It wasn't that, and it wasn't the fan going bad. I'm like, my fan just kept going down and going back up, going down and going back up. And I'm like, that's both fans doing the same thing? But I did say, um, honey, if you're doing this, please stop. And guess what? It stopped. It wasn't doing it anymore. And I'm like, I mean, I didn't feel scared or anything. I just thought my fan was going crazy. And then when I swapped fans, I'm like, hubby, if you're playing jokes on me, don't do that. And it stopped. But I'm like, um, my son, though, he says, Mom, ain't nothing wrong with the fans. I'm like, man, y'all. Oh, Lord. Well, we're supposed to be having some hurricanes coming. And you guys, I'm going to tell y'all, we don't need um, them hurricanes. It's kind of got me worried. Hoping and praying they don't come this way. Because if you guys don't know, Jackson, which is not far from my house, um, they're having issues with water. Okay. That was funny. Yeah. Well, I cut the TV on in there, watched some movies, thinking, okay, I'll be okay. Cried the whole time. You too. But I'm like, I was trying my best to find something, you know, that I could watch. And I watch some Christian movies and any kind of war movies or anything like that. I cannot watch. Um, it just makes me think of hubby. But somebody had asked me, we had hubby's services. Um, we had his visitation on the 26th, and then we had his service on the 27th. And that was hard. Um, After the funeral, we waited till that afternoon, and we took and went back up to the graveyard, and he's buried right at the foot of my dad. Um, when I go back up there, I'll do some video for you guys and show y'all where hubby's buried. And they said it's going to take some time for them to get the hubby's headstone out there, but that'll be fine. I'm going to be buried right beside my husband, so you guys will see my gravesite too. Uh, yeah, but and my mom, I'm something happens to my mom would be buried right above me. So hey, yeah, um, they took and they um, saluted him. Um, what was hubby's birthday? 11/25/1974. And but they did. They had they played the trumpet thing, and they was gonna do the shooting, but they said they couldn't do it because where the gravesite yard is, they couldn't do it. But I'm like, and hubby had the riders there that came, and they took and they drove motorcycles um, in front of us. My husband was in the Army National Guard. And you guys, I'm steady holding on to my cross and hubby's wedding ring. You guys probably see me. Yep. I need to show y'all something. Um, Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. Here is hubby's flag that was on his casket. Let me show you. Now, ouch. There is a coin right here that the riders took and gave us. And let me see if I can get it up there. My son put coin in there, and I have this above the fireplace. Um, uh, and I wanted to show you guys. Here is hubby's obituary thingamajig they had, and maybe you guys can kind of see. But we did have his services and everything, but that's my hubby, y'all. And that was him in his suit. And yeah. Let's see. Cool. But that way you guys can kind of see that he was in the Army National Guard. Yep. Well, they didn't do them, which the sheriff's department, they were out there too. And yeah. Now, I wanted to show you guys something. Okay, when hubby was in the hospital, I'm trying to hold her. I'm trying not to cry. When hubby was in the hospital, his last day, we were in the room, and they had took him off the vent, the life support, and they had him hooked up to the monitors and EKG things, and a nurse took and come out there where I was, because I was at the nurse's desk. I had some papers I had to sign so that the funeral home would be able to come and pick my husband up from the hospital. And the nurse told me, she says, "I got something for you." And she says, "I usually don't do this, but I wanted to do this for you because you were here every day for your husband." In this bottle, she put my husband's last heartbeat, y'all, of his EKG. And she told me, whatever you want to call that thing, and she told me that way I'd always have his heartbeat with me. And I thought that was so sweet of her. And I was like, that was so sweet. But this part here is a rubber band, you guys. It's some kind of a bottle. But I thought it was beautiful. The nurses were so sweet, y'all. The doctors was really sweet. Girl, my daughter-in-law took and said, "Y'all, please, no more funerals, please, because we've had so many, we don't need any more." So I know what you're talking about, Lori. But I keep this in my purse, um, so that way, whenever I need it, I got it. I'm sorry, Lone Dog. It's a lot of people passing, y'all. We're praying for you, Lone Dog. 90 years old. I thought that's what you meant because I seen 19 years old. I was like, just hang in there, Lone Dog. We're praying. True. Very true. Yeah, I thought 92 because I was like, 19? Lone Dog, how old are you? We got a baby on here typing. uh, but just spend as much time as you can with them, Lone Dog. That's all I can say. Just enjoy every single moment. Because I wish they would have let me um, be in there longer with hubby, but they got their COVID rules, you have to obey by their rules. From 10 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon was not long enough for me. I'm sorry, Londo. And it when I lost my dad, it's hard losing a parent. Yeah. And Long Dog, I tell you something. Don't put them on the vent because it they won't come off. Being honest, once you have COVID, yep, you have to. Yes, very. Because now the funeral home gave me the frame to put hubby's flag in. Um, they gave it to me, um, and I cried. Okay, I cried. Yeah, it is. Rhonda. Y'all, I can't even talk. But I, life support is not. It's not a pretty sight. And the other life support machine they put hubby on that makes a weird sound and it makes them jump. Um, I don't think that thing helps them. I don't know. Wow, that's crazy. Well, my mom was telling me I ought to take some of hubby's shirts that he loved and make some pillows out of them or make some blankets out of them. And I may do that. I ain't taking the job. I'm like this. If I'm going to go, I'm going to go. Yeah. I just, I may make maybe two blankets, one for each one of the grandbabies. Um, they love their papa awesome. But it's, it's hard. And now they saying some people have done died from these monkeypox. I'll be making some blankets, y'all. Or make the grandbaby some pillows and tell them it's out of Papa Awesome shirts. And but I appreciate you guys being here for me. I really do. It is hard to be here in this house, and I mean, I don't have any bad memories here. They're all good, but it's like I just miss hearing him. Yeah, I know, monkeypox. I'm like, what else they gonna come up with, you know? I said, what's next? They scared the crap out of us with COVID, telling us, oh, you gotta have the shot. The shot will prevent it. You know how many people done had the shots and winded up with it? But we also gotta watch what's going on over there. China. I might have to hide this video afterwards. You guys know. And I'm smoking a cigarette. You guys, I'm sorry. I gotta have one. I'm in my office. Oh, okay. Well, my husband didn't like Levi's. He said their crotch is too small. That's what he said. He did not like Levi's. He wouldn't wear them. You were? You won't tell anyone? You join me on that. I got my cigarette, y'all. And it's a cigarette, so don't know somebody say, y'all, I had somebody ask me, are you smoking weed on YouTube? It's got a filter. See that? I smoke a cigarette. A face diaper. Girl, I'm gonna tell you. I wish I could smoke the vape. I tried them. I do not like them. It's like, I don't know. It's just too much on me. But well, while hubby was in the hospital, I had to. I'd take. I think it was like 2 cigarette breaks. I'd go out to my car, crank my car up, smoke a cigarette, and go right back in. Spray myself real good with my body spray. I sew that away. Love you, Lori. Take care of her, girl. Oh, my son, he likes them things. I don't. I'm like, he made big clouds. I'm like, my middle son. They're different. But love you, Lori. Girl, I was told that you could wind up getting them what they call popcorn lungs. I'm like, I don't like them. Prayers for Lori, his daughter. Yep. We love you, Lori. Y'all, I've tried quit smoking, and every time something happens, and I'm right back. Well, I know what you mean, girl. But it's something. My son has some that smelled like cinnamon rolls. And I'm like, I was trying to find out what the smell was. And he said, it's my vape. I'm like, you're not smoking. It's got a sweet smell to it. But it was smelled just like cinnamon rolls. But I want to take and see if I can get a little metal thing with hubby's birthday and um, when he passed um, on the front of it, of the flag. It smells like pancakes. Girl, I'm going to tell you, some of them smells is like, it's got a sweet smell to it. But it smelled just like cinnamon rolls. And he said, it's my vape, Mom. And he'd puff it again. And I'm like, that's what it is. But I I can't take and smoke no vape. I've tried. I don't like them. Now, I know a lot of people don't like the smell of smoke, but I'm like this. I gotta have something for my nerves. I ain't popping no pills. Um, just cigarettes and coffee, and I'm fine. I'll be fine. I told my son, I says, um, I'm not gonna be one on nerve pills, which I know it ain't nothing wrong with it, but still, I might know. I know, right? But I got told, oh, you probably gonna have to go to a doctor. You probably got to get something for your nerves. And I'm like, I got something for my nerves. My cigarettes. Yeah, I know. I don't need to be smoking as much. You didn't eat for at least a week. Girl, I tried the patches. I tried the pills. Now, hubby, he was on the pills. He quit smoking, and he ain't smoked in years. Um, I've tried them. Uh. Tried the patches. It don't work. I'm like, But I said, shoot. I tried that. They even got these. Their toothpicks. You can, and it tastes like a cigarette. But I'm like, I'd wind up swallowing that burned toothpick. I know, right? But I'm like, It didn't work for me. I had just started slacking down on smoking, just staying busy. But after this, I'm like, you guys, I've been smoking like crazy. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I have smoked it back in the day. Um, I ain't gonna say I ain't, but there's a difference between weed and hard stuff. I don't mess with that. Mm-mm. But all the weed does is make you eat. You get the munchies. You get the munchies. Uh, well, now they make these gummies that have that stuff in it. Um, you can buy them at the freaking gas station. At I bought hubby some of the gummies because hubby has the PTSD, and he couldn't take the medicine they had gave him, and so I seen them and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give him one. He tried it. He says it takes 2 hours to feel the effect. Do not take more than two per day. So he was sitting there and he said, honey, I'm hungry. I said, you all right? Yeah. I'm like, okay. And then he says, I feel real good. And y'all, I laughed. I laughed so hard. And I'm like, you sure you okay? Yeah, I feel real good. But I mean, it's, you know, what you buy in the service station, it is so little in there till I'm like, I'd hate to see him do something, smoke some real stuff. I got the gummies for hubby, and it's like you get 10 little bitty square chewies, and I think it was like $15. And I told him, I said, I ain't giving you another whole one. I'll split it. So I cut it in half and gave it to him. But I ain't smoking that stuff. I'm not even trying the gummies because you guys see me, I'll be having munchies. Don't tell me go do anything like that. No, no, no. I ain't doing that. I'm sticking to my cigarettes and my coffee. I'll be fine. But family is telling me you need to be on something for your nerves. I'm like, I got my cigarettes. Hey, Cloudy. Don't worry, I'm okay. That's my son, y'all, the middle one. He's the one that vapes. Looks like freaking clouds. That's why he's called Cloudy XL. But I thought you'd be in bed because my grandbaby's got to get up and go to school. I'm trying, y'all. I am really trying. My grandbabies, they'll be going to school in the morning. And I'm going to tell y'all something. My little 6-year old and little 8-year old grandbabies, they were my rock. Um, until they had to leave Sunday. But he does. He likes that vape. You're wide awake. Yeah, grandbabies they were my rock. They're like, the youngest one told me, says, Mama, Papa Awesome is your special angel. And he's watching over you. And he's right here in your heart. Y'all, I broke down and started crying. And she's like, it's going to be okay, Mama. My problem is sleeping. I can't sleep long. And Cujo, when he sleeps with me tonight, he probably going to be snoring like he did last night. I'm like, that dog is something. But Cloudy, did you see the video I put out on Facebook? Yes, I broke down. Yes, I cried. Yes, I came and got on YouTube. Maybe you're a vampire. Oh, Lord, Rhonda. Mine does the same thing, especially Cujo. He goofy. All right, Cloudy. Yeah, I done a video. I didn't put it on YouTube because that be done got me for a copyright song. You have to be careful when you put videos on YouTube. And I don't like their music, free music, in their library. They're not too good. But I was showing everybody the heartbeat and the flag and Tubby's thing. They did give me a video, disc, um, of all the pictures that we had loaded up, and it was good. Yeah, but that's why I done a good song. I put it on Facebook because they don't get you for copyright. You can use songs over there. But in the YouTube library that we have, that you can load, they need to upgrade. Or find somebody that don't take a slap of a copyright on you. But yeah, Cloudy took and put the flag in the frame for me and put the coin in there. And I told him, I says, I couldn't do it. He did it. And it looks really good. I have it above, I'm keeping it right above the fireplace on the mantle. And I still have, I have a letter that the sheriff's department gave me. And I read it. I read part of it. But I'm going to put it in a frame and put it on the fireplace. No, he's not the hamburger maker. Micah is. My oldest son. I have three boys: Micah, Cloudy, and Chris. Yeah. Now, Cloudy would probably be in there cooking a whole meal. Okay. He knows that boy can cook. He cooks like his mama. Now, Micah is like, get some hamburger patties that's already made and fry them up, or heat a pizza up. You like the name Micah? I picked it out of the Bible, and my middle son, he is named after his uncle that passed. Girl. I always wanted a girl, but I never had a girl. So I had three boys. And I said I was blessed with two beautiful grandbabies. And I said that right there was plenty. Now, I ain't going to say that I don't want more grandkids, because I'd love to have more grandkids. But that one in there would have to get married, and the youngest one had to get married. Uncle Cloudy. Nah, more like Dad Cloudy. Can you see the grandbabies hollering, "Hey, Daddy Cloudy"? That wouldn't be right. I have a son. Oh, okay. You not have it anymore? Well, you got two daughters. You got your hands full, but they both precious. Them girls is, they got the daddy wrapped around the finger. Them girls love their daddy, but they don't also know how to pull the strings too. They are, but these two love to fight. Okay, that one of be can't touch the other one. They fight over the same thing. You can get them both the same thing. It'd be identical. They're gonna fight over one, and how they can tell the difference, I do not know. They'll say that one's got theirs, and it was something. But Cloudy, I could say he is a fantastic dad, and my daughter-in-law is a fantastic mother. They both love them to death. But yeah, it's 12:14. I didn't mean to keep you guys up. True. Or want to hide it just to so that they'll be fighting over it. That's mine. I told them, I said, y'all remind me so much of me and my sister. My sister, but she always got me in trouble. And mom and them always believed her until mom and them started watching. And then they found out, oh, she's telling a story. I'm like, see, y'all getting on to me, and I didn't do nothing. It was hers. He sounds like Chris. Yeah, because he would always take and say that you and your brother, um, y'all would always start it. But when I started watching, I'm like, yeah, now I see who the little troublemaker was. It was Chris, the baby. He always tried to get the two brothers in trouble. But I guess, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I really appreciate you guys getting on here, being here for me, and I know a lot of you guys has got to go to bed. I don't mean to keep you guys awake. Well, see, I was the oldest. Then it was my brother, and then my sister, and we always tried. Yeah, much love to each and every one of you guys, and I'm glad you guys helped me through my emotional breakdown on here, and I ain't gonna say there ain't gonna be any more because you guys know how that is. I appreciate it. I really do. I just didn't want to call my mom or my son or my sister, and because my sister has to work, and my mom, you know, she's got enough on her. She's still grieving my dad, and I know my son. I didn't want to call him because, I didn't want to wake his wife up. I didn't want to wake the grandbabies up, and I just felt like I needed somebody to talk to. And I figured I didn't care if it was one person on here, you know, I was just gonna talk to you guys, whoever came on, and kind of vent a little bit. Call whenever they can get over it. I love you. All right, guys, I really appreciate y'all being on here with me. And till next time, guys, I love y'all.